trying to come out with a clothing line, but not to the extent of like how rappers or any other musician try to come up with clothing stuff. And it's more to the sense of, it's just kind of, I'm 50 Cent and everything has like G Unit on it. It's going to be more of like a little graphic tee or whatever with just our logo on it. Nothing too much saying like, this is RMVBM, but it just looks nice and RMVBM made it.
Okay.
Anything I'm missing out?
It sounds like you covered a lot of bases. The new single Pettysburg Address. I think I told you we put that out.
I saw it on Twitter or Instagram, one of them.
Probably both.
Yeah.
Probably both. But that's supposed to be the single leading up until the release. We still don't have an official album release date yet, but it's getting pretty close. Like we're pretty near there. Like we're thinking end of May, maybe.
Okay.
I just know like it's gonna be out before my birthday. So.
Okay. Is the Pettysburg Address, is that like the full single? Is that out there? Is that the full single?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the full single. It'll be available from download on the 22nd.
Okay.
Yeah, that's full single, and a couple of other tracks, like some of the stuff we've already put out. It's gonna sound so different on the album. It's gonna sound so different. Cause let's see, the first 3 songs that we put out on the SoundCloud, those are like they're kind of aged. Like the only one that's probably gonna stay the same is maybe Hobbies, because people just like the organic feel of that one. Like we're just talking about what we like to do. Oh, and what Ball So Hard, but I think I might do something to change it up.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
she hasn't heard Pettysburg Address yet?
not yet. And let's see, right now we're doing like you seen the contest, right, that we're trying to do. We're doing 2 contests. We're doing one for fans, and fans, they can win first place we're gonna get like a gold pair of these glasses and like 2 other pairs of their choice. Second place, 2 pairs of their choice. Third place, they pick whatever pair they want. And we're trying to do a contest for MCs also. We're gonna put maybe 2 beats, that we're gonna do, and MCs just basically win it. Like basically all our winners will be chosen at random. You don't have to do anything special. It doesn't cost anything or whatever. Just follow us on Instagram and just hashtag us, in a photo, and just picking winners at random.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, we haven't. We started the contest for like the fans, but as far as the MCs, we gotta actually we gotta pick a couple nice beats that we want to do. Keep people interested. We gotta, because it's actually it takes a lot more thought than I thought it would. Picking out a couple of cool beats that like everyone would like. You don't want it to be like too trap, but you don't want it to be too poppy, but you don't want it to be too boom bap. So it's like just trying to find that right groove. Yeah, but Boys on My Back will never be given away. That's on the next album.
Boys on My Back?
Oh yeah, this is one beat that we did. Things pretty wild. But that's the song. We probably was talking too much just now. But it's all good. You heard it here first. Let's see, and that's basically about it. As far as I got. Let's see. Oh, paintings. We're gonna try, get some of those done. I wouldn't say a lot, but probably just have like a few exclusive RMVBM pieces, courtesy of this guy right here. This is the man with the magic behind the pen and the paintbrush. I just make stuff sound good, I feel like we got, something pretty solid coming up, and then let's see. Yeah, that's about it. And I think we're probably. Let's see. I don't know if you heard of Pen Pals. You heard of Pen Pals before?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we plan on doing a few songs with them in the future. But those guys are great. They're basically like the Tuscaloosa version of us. As far as musically.
Mm-hmm.
Musically, yeah, I think so. As far as documentary, I think so. Well, that's your problem. All right, but
I mean, we all great in the same sense, but nah, they not us from Tuscaloosa. They're good at Tuscaloosa as pen pals, and we're good as RMVBM and over. That's as far as I'm going.
AKA the same thing I just said, but
Nah. Nope.
Yeah, but yeah, and this is why the single is called Gettysburg Address. But but yeah, man, we're really just trying to like, get a lot of people engaged in what we're doing. It's not, it kind of, I don't know, it's starting to get to a point where it's like, it's starting to feel like more fun than work, even though we're still not really getting paid like that off of it. But it's been a lot of fun, connecting with different people. The underground hip hop scene, like in the area, like in the state of Alabama, like it's very underground, but when you dig deep enough and find it, it's worth it. Like Shaheed and DJ Supreme from Birmingham, like they've been in Auburn a couple of times. Like we just been meeting a lot of people ever since we've been doing shows at Stir, and stuff is like coming together. It's pretty nice.
I had a question. Like, are y'all like adamantly like seeking a record deal? Or are y'all like kind of comfortable right now, like being independent? How you feel about it?
Definitely comfortable with being independent. Basically get a chance to just own everything. Like if we were to do any type of deal with a major, like it would be on distribution.
Only time I would say we would get a record deal which is not going to happen anytime soon, if we had a pretty prestigious attorney or something like that, or if we had a bomb manager who knew what they was doing and etc. Because just signing the paper and being with somebody does not guarantee you any extra fame. They just hand you some money so you can continue what you're doing. And I guess that's what a lot of people kind of feel on when they think that when they sign with a record label, they're supposed to, they're supposed to push out my sales and stuff like that, but that's not the case. A record label is just for, helping
magnifying what you're doing.
Yeah, and monitoring stuff. So us signing with a record label is not going to help any situation that we're, not necessarily, but if we could find something that where we could distribute our stuff across the country, across the seas or something like that, as somebody who could promote for us in a better way, that's definitely wanted. But as in the sense of trying to be with like Columbia or something like that, not necessarily. Like even if Jay-Z himself came down from the heavens and was like, I got you. And the first thing I'm going to say is, but you had J. Cole though.
Oh, it's been scientifically proven that Gucci Mane is a better A&R than Jay-Z and Diddy. Come on, he gave us Waka, he gave us Young Thug, a couple other things, man. And then everybody that like Diddy has, they're gonna pop for that minute, and then
take it to the black.
Yeah, just straight plateau or whatever happens. So yeah, that said, but yeah, definitely independent because like he said, it's just to sign with a major, that's basically just mean that you're trying to move to another platform. That shouldn't be like a get out of jail free card or like some kind of guarantee to like, okay, I've done it. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to, sign to a major and be like, I made it. You want to already feel like you made it and then be able to sign to a major. So that's basically about, how we feeling about that.
Okay.
And let's see. I wonder if there's anything else that I'm missing that I would like to share. I don't know.
Clothes, paintings.
We talked about that. Art, comic, music. We even talked about songs that was going to be on the album we hadn't started working yet. So.
And another thing about our music, we're not trying to make it like this. This is just us. But our music, I would say that we have a wide demographic, meaning that it's not like a lot of, like if you ask the average rapper who's African American, you ask him what his demographic is, he gonna be like, shit, my demographic is, all the hood dudes that feel me or whatever. But basically what he's saying is people from either the hood parts of a certain place that's a certain age is gonna feel you. But with me and Hop, I can honestly be like, our demographic is probably, it kind of varies depending on which song you're listening to or how you're feeling at that moment. Not in the sense of you play a song and like, you know what I mean, this song was completely different from the other, and it's a whole different feel. But it's like just, I guess if you listen to Childish Gambino, kind of like that. Like every song has a different feel, and it's in kind of a different demographic for what you're feeling. But it's not like he's all over the place with it in the same sense. So I guess that me and Hop is kind of like that, because if you listen to Hobbies, that's more in tune with somebody who actually plays video games, or who actually understands, like who actually reads manga, sound like that. But in the same sense, any producer will love it. Anybody who loves hip hop will love it. Or just if you just like music in general, we have a hook in there. We kind of reference Trinidad James and Lupe Fiasco. So it's just like it's catchy. It's like a lot of stuff in that. Then in the same sense, we got Ball So Hard, but it's like, I mean, I guess we dabbled in what people talk about now when it comes to the jewelry and the clothes and the girls, but we didn't go the exact same route. We did it with a little comedy in the back of it, kind of witty, but not too over the top. It's just like, you know what I mean, Talib Kweli, but it's more of something that I guess we're trying to make music that everybody can get into, but we're not making it so everybody can get into, if that makes sense. We're not doing it so we can just be like, yeah, everybody gonna love it. It's just us.
Yeah, the many different facets and sides. I mean, because when it comes down to it, in this music thing, it's like you can rap about whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, life is it's too many different fields of subject, you know, when it comes down to like, you know, what you can actually rap about, what you can express yourself, you know, express about yourself. And like, best way I can describe this project, it kind of reminds me of Random Access Memories by Daft Punk. Like, they just, you know, they all had a unified sound, but it was just, you know, it was like you were saying, it was different, but it wasn't all over the place. You know, each track had certain unique about it that really just shows a different side, a different facet. We're trying to.
I guess in a sense, it'll be like if me and Hop was a body or a face or something like that. It's like each track will be an emotion. It's the same person, but it's just a different emotion for every track that you're going through. And it's not necessarily like you getting a different person, or it's like, you know what I mean, I feel like the person changes. Just, I guess you're just going through the motions of it, or what we make, or some days we feel like this, and some days we feel like that. Just different moods for different tracks. That's the best way to describe it.
Okay. I feel like a lot of people are going to try to compare y'all to Daft Punk just because of the mask. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but it's like, it came from, actually it didn't even come from them. It came from more of Doom and just looking for something different, because people don't understand when you come out as an artist, it doesn't matter how many hot bars you have necessarily, because if you don't have an image, you won't get put on. And one of the few people I know without an image, but he's still nice, is Kendrick Lamar. Like, Kendrick Lamar really doesn't have an image about himself, but somehow, some way he made it. And so, a lot of rappers just think they can just get on stage with just anything or just look like themselves. And what people don't understand is, to be great, you want to look like something that nobody can obtain. Like when Jay-Z goes places, when he actually dressed up, people are looking like, oh man, Diddy or any other superstar, Beyonce right down to Rihanna. Like, people look at them like, I really want to be like them. I want to dress how they dress, or I like that hairstyle. So what me and Hop are trying to implement is basically, we're wearing masks and we dress a certain way, so it's more like, who are these people? Why do they do this? It's kind of a mysterious vibe around it and stuff like that. It brings more mystery, it brings more mystery, and it makes you want to know it's more, so you listen to more of our music to try to get into, like, who are these people, or what do they look like and stuff like that.
And on top of that, it's just, again, like, music is a real image-based thing. Like, you know, something it's crazy how something that's meant for your ears, you know, is controlled a lot by what your eyes see. So, you know, it's like we try to eliminate that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know whether or not we ugly, like, you don't know none of that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just, hey, these guys, you know, they have talent, you know what I'm saying? It's also about taking ourselves from, you know, taking the notion of it's us, out of the music. Like, people put too much importance on the artist and not the art. So that's also one of like the major standing points about the mass. Plus, an added benefit is if we ever do gain some kind of notoriety and fame and all that, and we get the verified accounts on Twitter and all that, we can take the mask off and go to the grocery store and things will be fine. Stuff like that. So yeah. But as far as the Daft Punk comparison, man, we do look up to them a lot. I didn't even think about the mask thing until actually someone brought that up one time, and I was like,
I was thinking more of somebody was going to say to me, it's more of an MF Doom type deal than Daft Punk first.
Yeah.
But MF Doom name has never came up yet. It's just more of, oh, see, I like Daft Punk, and it's just, I guess, sure. I mean, put it like this: we didn't think of Daft Punk when that came up, but now that we look at it, it's like, oh,
it is two of us in masks, huh? Like, it was kind of one of those old moments.
Mm-hmm. And then they were kind of hot last summer for real. So I think a lot of people's mind just like directly goes there. So.
Yeah, it's been, man, especially with the work they did with Pharrell and everything. I think they went like #1 in every country except the U.S. So
that says a lot.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. But yeah, like hopefully, we just want genuine acclaim. You know what I mean? It's because when you don't know who's behind the mask, you know what I'm saying? You're not trying to think of their associations. All you can really take is what we give you, and we plan to give our best at every time. So what I'm saying, we want people to be able to receive that without any other kind of preconceived notion or whatever. So that's basically the plan behind the mask.
Okay, I think it'll work. I like it. It's different.
Appreciate that. On top of that, man, and what one thing that's cool that we want to do one day is we got the independent clothing lines like MHD and STL, and one day we want to get with them and probably have them like do something cool like design a mask or something like that. I wouldn't mind rocking the MHD Rocket Man mask one day or something like that. On top of that, it's just it helps bring in like other people that we do work with, and what I'm saying, get their name more out there. Like the last show we performed in, we was actually in some MHD gear. So it's just trying to use our platform not only to express our music, but to express the creations of other friends and collaborators that we work with. Definitely, we feel like everybody deserves a platform. If there's a way we can help. Well, let's see. About the who actually puts those shows together, right?
No, who?
Okay. On Magnolia Avenue, the cigar shop that's there, by the Moles, and the sunglass place that's like right next to it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, those two guys. The guy who owns the cigar shop, Lee, and the guy who works at the sunglass place right next to him. His name is Scribe, and they put together these shows at Stir. They try to do it monthly, and it's been pretty cool. They've been doing it since November, and it's always a good time, and they always have it as free. It's always a free event. Their only rule is just bring one friend. If you came last time, just bring a new friend. So that right there is is a big advance in Auburn for the underground hip hop scene, because again, as far as giving people that platform, because we've only done that show twice since we started in November, but that's because we've been getting other people from the local area. They had Gambit family from out of Montgomery, J Vans, and a bunch of other people.
J Book from out of Atlanta.
No, Boog Brown from Atlanta, and
yeah. No, she was not down with that group. No, not that one.
And Yamin Somali out of Atlanta. Like, it's just in the local area, they try to put a lot of things together and bring a lot of people, closer to network. Last night, the Difference Machine played, and apparently they were the bee's knees because we got there right after their set and everybody was like, "Oh, Jumpin' Jesus, you missed it." So, what's wrong with bee's knees?
Jumpin' Jesus.
No, it's not Jumpin' Jehoshaphat. It's Jumpin' Jesus, bro. But yeah, you know, so it's just like, you know, we're trying to just use this small community. You know, we're just trying to do our part and help it grow. Yeah, and yeah, it's I don't even know what else to say about it. It's just stuff is just slowly starting to flourish, not only for RMVBM but in the Auburn area and everything. You know, I just wanted to make sure that, you know, definitely, you know, rock with you, so I had to get you informed. You know what I'm saying? You probably already
I appreciate it.
But, you know what I'm saying? But because, you know, it's really important. You know what I'm saying? Because Auburn could use the culture. And the options and everything, you know, and big ups to Stir, you know, for really giving a chance for a lot of people. You know, on Fridays they even do the drag shows and all that. So, you know, it's different, like acceptance of different things started, you know, coming to light. And it's actually like opening up a lot more for a lot of people to be able to express themselves freely and be comfortable in this environment. And that's really the most important part, man. Oh man, yo, like, swear to God, you had to hang out with me and Crash one day. We had the funniest dynamic ever. Like, you swear up and down like we literally were from the same parents. Like, it's crazy. But yeah, it's pretty much all I got so far. You know, I'll definitely be sure to keep you posted, you know, with the latest developments whenever something newsworthy happens. And thank you for having us. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you. Keep me in the loop.
All right, yes, ma'am.
All right. See y'all later.
In all colors, I'm Master Splinter. These niggas ain't hip hop. These niggas ain't hip hop. All them plays you got on SoundCloud, but nobody know your shit drop. These niggas ain't shit hop. Fuck around and get your shit mopped. Police on your mixtape cover, and still ain't nobody cop. Bow down to the God.
Most niggas is feeling it. In under 30 seconds, they got $600,000.
Man, get their hands, making the impossible possible.
Technological strength will just become a threat to the earth.
Giant hands look all fluffy and cuddly, they can be vicious.
Spit the freshest lyrics to my fans, paralytic rhymes. Me and my groupies like Lieutenant Dan, man. The living Singletary, Queen Latifah off. Thick bitch pattern, juicy my box of vocals get burnt. Fuck your mixtape, I go through 40s thinking fit. I mush dimes and call and winch. So give me space like an indent. I smash your whole paragraph. I'll rip before your periods and tell you niggas run on. Watching epic, no junkie clothes lying around everywhere. Hollister hooks, barely lies.